Hi guys, welcome to Shiva Sai's Perseverance Software Training Institute. Alright, in this particular video, we'll focus on something which is very, important to know for every IT engineer. Alright, so we call it as SSH and RDP. Let's understand what is this. Actually, let me tell you, consider that this is your local machine. It might be desktop or your laptop, anything as such. So now we have servers somewhere across the world, right? So consider this are servers, right? They are available in any of the region across the world. Consider it might be in US, all right? So this is the location where we have these servers. So actually we know that we can have Linux based servers, right? Linux based, and we can have Windows based server. We can also have Mac based, right? Any of the servers would be having only any of these flavors, right? So now the question is, from our local server, how we are talking to the server. So consider, as we discussed, US is the location where these servers belongs to. Consider this is somewhere from India. So maybe, consider an area in Andhra Pradesh, all right? So from Andhra Pradesh to US location, how we are connecting especially to the servers and taking control of these servers, right? So that we need to know, all right? So basically, um, you know we have something like protocols. What is protocol? Protocol or protocols are nothing but it is something like it's set of rules to actually follow something to achieve something, right? So meaning, if from consider this is our mission from Andhra, and this is US location where we have these servers hosted. Now from this mission from Andhra, India, I need to talk to the servers in US. What is the scope, right? I mean, what is the way to talk to? So we should talk via a protocol. So see, consider that we have three servers here. One is Linux, one is Mac, one is Windows, right? So because we'll be working with all these three flavored machines, right? So how we can talk to different machines, all right? So we need a medium, right? That medium is the protocol, all right? So now SSH is the protocol which helps us to connect to Linux or Mac based machines hosted in somewhere. That somewhere is called as a remote location, so we can call these as remote servers. So all right, now from our server, so this is somewhere we are calling as remote, and this server, our computer can be called a server, right? So this server is located within our region. We are working with it, so we are there at the server location only. So this is called as my local. I can directly talk to the machine, right? So locally, okay. Internet is not even required, or any protocol, anything is not required, because I have direct access to the server. So I'm locally accessing this particular server, okay. This is fine. Now from this server, if I want to access servers hosted in not only US, any other location across the world, we need a protocol. Definitely, we need internet, right? That via protocol, without internet, we cannot do. So we need internet so that we can connect worldwide, and we need a medium. So if we want to talk to Linux-based machines, we need a medium called as SSH. If we want to talk to Windows-based machines, we need a medium called as RDP. All right. So SSH stands for a secure shell. All right. So it is secure shell. RDP stands for remote desktop protocol. All right. So let me open that. So secure shell, all right. So then we have something like RDP, which is a remote desktop protocol. All right, fine. So as told, Secure Shelf helps us to talk to Linux, not only Linux flavors and also Mac based, because Mac also, it works as same as the Linux machines, right? Moreover, it belongs to Apple, organization, right? So but they both some at most similar, and the protocol is same, SSH. And if I want to talk to Windows machines, I need to utilize RDP. Okay, all right. So that is where I want to cover for today. So SSH is about secure shell, a protocol talk to the server, the Linux or Mac based servers hosted in any other region. And RDP is the protocol helps us to talk to Windows based servers hosted in any of the region. And now this is one thing. Another thing is this is our local server now, and these are our remote servers. So that is where we are remotely talking to these systems. All right, fine, perfect. And one more thing is that for every medium, see, this is a software actually, and this is also a software. So this software, the moment we initiate a connection, the connection goes in. But consider this is a Linux server, the first one, and this is second server, this is third server, this is Linux, this is Windows, and this is Mac. Okay, this is Linux. So now what happens is, when we try to talk to this particular number one Linux server, we need SSH protocol definitely. But here the server should open, allow the connection. That concept of allowing is called as ports. Okay, so we call them as, that is already there here, ports. Okay, ports. And actually we have ports from 0 to 65535. So these are all digital ports, because see, if you see here, we have the SSH medium, which is virtual, and we are talking to servers virtually. So the ports are also virtual. In case of we take a physical LAN connection, we have a physical LAN port, but this is virtual, right? So we have a virtual port, meaning this is server, and on this we will be having virtual ports. Ports are nothing but it's kind of an entry point to the server. So this ports should be allowed to connect. So on the servers we need to set up that. All right, so now on the servers will set up. Okay, if somebody is coming via SSH, there is a port 22 for SSH, and if somebody coming via RDP, there is a port 3389 which should be allowed. All right, so meaning of that is, now let me clear you. When we initiate a connection, if it is going via SSH to the server, so as I told, server 1 is Linux, this is Windows, this is Mac. As SSH have the port 22, that should be allowed here. Okay, somebody can connect to me via SSH, meaning this port should be opened. That setup we need to do on server level, at the server level. And now RDP, so this is the port to talk to Windows. So on Windows we need to open, allow 3389, so that anybody from anywhere can talk to this server via this port. So this port should be, you know allowed on the server. All right, so meaning is, what is meaning of allow? So I'll tell you, this is server. So we should, it is called as allowing the traffic, network traffic, via this port. We need to set up some rules, all right, network level rules, so that if somebody tries to connect to this server via 22, please allow it. If not, you can block it. Okay, by default everything will be blocked. Okay, all right guys, fine. So now other than this, number 3 is actually Mac also uses SSH, and the port is same. Okay, you can also change the ports if required, but these are all the standards I'm talking about. Okay, so total ports are 0 to 65535. Multiple uses multiple ports, meaning we have HTTP protocol which uses sorry, port 80. We have HTTPS, which is a secure connection, of HTTP, which uses 443. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much.